Okay, um, so we had some requests for this. I just shot my video on the F-104, the VSN F-104, and I thought I'd go ahead and knock out the F-4. So we're sitting in a Bravo. For a long time, we've been wanting some Marine F-4s with our Marine squadron. Obviously, we moved from Anderson down to Antonio International, so what I've done is I've gone in and I've taken the VSN F4 and man, it looks fantastic. I mean, it just looks great. We've got a load of Marine F4s in now, and again, like with the F104, you can't ask for a better free module. I mean, the guys at VSN have just done a fantastic job on the 3D model for the F4. Again, this is the Bravo model. The cool thing about this is it's been out long enough. I want to say 2 or 3 years. That there's a lot of really cool liveries out there for it, and VSN offers the ability to download, once you download the mod, to download a huge livery pack as well that it comes with. So, but there's a lot of really cool liveries out there for this. We've got some more Vietnam ones that I need to incorporate, but as with the F-104 I mentioned, there's a bug for some reason that the VSN mods are interacting with on Into the Jungle. I'm still on the same map with Into the Jungle. The only thing on here is Anderson, Antonio International, and Olaf Airfield and the FARPs. I've taken out all the enemies and the statics, and I've kind of narrowed it down. I mean, the performance is great. There's no twitching, there's no issues, so we're really just trying to iron down to what is the conflict and where is it at on Into the Jungle. I want to find a way to incorporate this if we don't have to cut anything out. I'm hoping it's not with the Vietnam asset pack or anything. It'll take some time to dig into it, but I'm going to do my best to make sure we get the F-104 and the F-4 incorporated. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but this would be great to have in for those of you, again, I mentioned in the F-104 video, don't have the funds for the Heatblur F-4E, or you just want the simplicity of not having to go through all the work to get that aircraft in the air and incorporate its capabilities. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and crank her up. It's very much like the F-104, so we're going to get ground power going.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
And again,
Copy.
clickable cockpit-wise, this is very close to the A4.
Ground power is now on.
There is a Navy variant. I've got one sitting on the carrier. I'll go do a flight out of that here in just a little bit. So ground power's on. We're going to put these on exterior power. We're going to come over here. The boost pump's on. Go down here, turn the engine masters on. We're going to center our starter switch. And oxygen does not work at anti-skid, so you don't have to worry about that. Flaps are up. We'll talk about takeoff procedures here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Here shortly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to connect ground air supply.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Then we are going to apply the ground air supply.
Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
And we're going to left click, and we're going to crank the left engine. Again, while the engine's cranking, this is a free mod, and a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of effort has gone into this. I'm sure you'll run into some trolls out there that say the gauges are too small, or the liveries don't look right, or the textures are off, or yada yada yada, right? Who gives a fuck? Like, this is a free mod, and for somebody to put this much time and effort into this module for free, we've essentially been able to create an Into the Jungle experience, a Vietnam experience, almost solely off the back of people making free modules for DCS World. So I highly recommend this. The startup sequence is very similar to the Heatblur F4. It's not exact, I'm not going to say it's close, but it's very similar. And it's just another little level of authenticity that's above a Flaming Cliffs version, right? So I don't know if we have to apply ground air supply again. You probably don't. I do.
Apply ground air supply.
I'm going to right click once, center the starter.
Air is now applied.
Air is applied. We're going to right click again, and your starboard engine's going to start firing up. So while that's happening, I do know that it looks like it appears the radio works, which is cool. I haven't messed with too much else in here. Again, I haven't done combat. Again, stick moves, which is awesome. Your weapon selector stations work just fine. And you've got some, basically your weapons panel, right? Same here. Everything's good here. And if I can remember what the lights are in this, I don't. Cockpit lights are. Remember, I know this works. It's probably doing it wrong. But anyways, we'll fuck with the lighting later. The lighting does work. It's probably doing something wrong. There it is. Yeah, so you have to have manual on. You got cockpit lighting. Off. Alright, so engines are cranked up. Again, similar to the F4E, come over here and put your yaw, your roll, your pitch. I think that's about all you got to do over here. Then you're going to switch your generators, throw them in the up position. Go ahead and kill the air supply and the ground electric.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Another cool thing, like in the F-104, you got your RWR, and he's made his own radar, man, super cool. Go ahead and put the reticle on standby. This is going to be your dim switch. And we'll go ahead and disengage ground electric.
Chief, turn off the ground power. Copy.
Sorry if I'm sniffling. Weather's moving through. It's kind of got me.
Ground power is now off.
Alright, so we are good to go. Nose wheel steering is bound to my stick. We can go ahead and close the canopies. Then I do have trim bound in this. And you have your trim indicator, very similar to the F4E down there, which is great. Then flaps work. You can click on them here. I have them bound. But again, man, fantastic addition to Into the Jungle for Marine F4s. Nobody's released a Marine livery for the Heatblur F4E, and I've been dying to get some down here for the Marine pilots. So, yeah, I'm absolutely digging this. I just hope we can get it incorporated into the jungle without any issues, but it's not going to be as simple as just dropping it in there and going right now. There is some troubleshooting we got to work through. I'm confident we can hopefully isolate the problem, but I felt it was a good thing to go ahead and push this video out because VSN deserves the credit and all the hard work that they've put into this. And you can go download the F4 now. It's been out for a while. The latest version's out there. If we do wind up incorporating this into the jungle, we will have the download links and all the kudos and everything on our thread for VSN. So, yeah, this is should be nothing new. I don't think this version's quite out yet with the Marines, but we added a few more Hueys over here, and yeah. Still working on the base. I was out for work. my next objective is to start working on the Army side of the house. I'm feeling pretty good about the Marines. I don't want to overtax performance with statics, but everything's looking good. So if we can get these F4s in there, even better.
Airborne.
I don't know who that was. I think that was our B-52. So we'll go ahead and take the active. I'm not armed. I just kind of want to demonstrate a little bit of the flight model getting off the deck. So the takeoff procedures, I'm essentially trying to follow the heat blur because they're spot on from what everybody says, including some pilots. So we'll try to mimic that as close as possible to this mod. Letting off the nose wheel steering now. We're going to apply some wheel brakes. Now I'm going to put my flaps in half. Indicators are working. So right now it should be good to go ramp it up to 80%. Back on the stick. Now obviously we don't have a gesture telling us how fast we're going, and it's not going to be as realistic as that. So at this point I'm just going to go full burn. Try to keep her center. Start laying off the stick because we're coming nose up. And we got a smooth liftoff. You can click that to raise the gear. Passing 300 knots, we'll go ahead and raise the flaps. Now, I don't have any enemies out here, so... Oh my god. Well, that was embarrassing. Fucking forgot to put the wings down. Well, I'm not going to shoot this video, but lesson learned, Mongo's a fucking idiot and makes mistakes too. So, I'm sure somebody in the video is going to be like, that's not fucking realistic, you can't do that. No shit. Alright, it's a free mod. Let's just get that out there now. Not going to fucking take off with the wings up, but yeah, there you go, man. So... Fantastic 3D model. Try not to crash while I'm screwing around the external view. But yeah, the flight model is real good on this. I'm digging it. I believe they had some work done on it. I saw an update log for 2025, I think in January or February. So again, a lot of love went into this thing. It feels good, it looks good. It's going to be a great addition to Into the Jungle when we get it all ironed out. As long as the boys are on board and they think the same and it's not causing issues. The Bravo model is going to be a great one for intercept missions on Cap and strike missions down there where we have stuff set up. More to come on weapons implementation. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have flown this a lot more than me since it's been out a few years, but yeah, again, I got to give tons of kudos to VSN and their team, man. They are crushing the mod scene for DCS. Absolutely doing a fantastic job bringing this stuff to us for free and putting a lot of hard work and dedication into these aircraft. You can definitely see the pride in what they do. I don't know if it's a solo person or a team that's doing it. I want to say it's almost somebody who's probably doing a lot of this on their own, but could be wrong there. But yeah, more to come. I hope you all enjoy this video. I hope VSN, thanks again, man, for all the hard work, and we really look forward to trying to get this into our Into the Jungle experience. We just gotta iron out all these little twitches in VR. But yeah, it's fantastic mod, man. Fantastic mod.